This is Radio Taiwan International.
Welcome to the news on Radio Taiwan International. I'm Phil Laskowski coming to you from Taipei, Taiwan. We begin with a look at today's top stories for Thursday, May the 14th. Foreign Minister Lin says emerging tech is reshaping diplomacy and Taiwan-US must deepen economic security cooperation. China says Taiwanese officials' relative deservedly received punishment after firing. And Taiwan ICDF backs St. Lucia tourism shift with community-based model. But first, today's top story. Geopolitics is undergoing dramatic changes and emerging technologies are driving a transformation in diplomatic policy, Foreign Minister Lin Jialong said Wednesday. Writing on social media after meeting a delegation from the US-based National Bureau of Asian Research, Lin said the relationship between national and economic security is growing increasingly intertwined, urging Taiwan to leverage its semiconductor and AI advantages to expand diplomatic space through enhanced Taiwan-US economic security cooperation. Lin argued that as humanity enters the AI era, any emerging technology related to information, data, and computing power is closely tied to national security. This, he said, is accelerating the supply chain restructuring and the building of trusted, non-red supply chains among democratic nations. Taiwan's strengths in semiconductor, AI servers, and ICT systems integration make it an indispensable partner for democracies. At the same time, the island's position in the first island chain reinforces the global interest in cross-strait peace. Lin noted that emerging tech is also reshaping commercial diplomacy. Under Taiwan's comprehensive diplomacy framework, Taipei has been actively promoting economic diplomacy through initiatives including a reciprocal trade agreement and investment memoranda with Washington. Lin also expressed hope to deepen ties with Central and Eastern Europe, Japan, and other like-minded countries. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Xiao Guangwei said,
in late January of this year, Taiwan and the United States jointly signed the Joint Statement on the Pax Silica Declaration and Taiwan-U.S. Economic Security Cooperation. This progress helps both sides continue deepening economic security cooperation to build a safe and resilient supply chain jointly.
China's Taiwan Affairs Office said Taiwan Interior Minister Liu Shifang and her nephew Yan Wenjun quote-unquote deservedly received punishment this Wednesday after Yan was reportedly fired from his job over alleged support for Taiwan independence. Taiwan Affairs Office spokesperson Zhang Han said this Wednesday that Interior Minister Liu's pursuit of Taiwan independence is a criminal act of splitting China and claimed that Yan has long benefited from China while providing political donations to Liu. Zhang said both have been punished according to the law and deserve their punishments. The Mainland Affairs Council clarified Wednesday that Interior Minister Liu had not committed any crime and that her nephew received a salary from a listed company, not the Chinese government. Mainland Affairs Council criticized the CPP for using the pretext of punishing separatists to carry out cross-border repression, intending to force the public into silence through inappropriate implication and pressure on businesses. The CCP is carrying out cross-border repression, the council argued, by implicating relatives and putting pressure on businesses with the intention to force the public into silence. The MAC says this matter reflects the CCP's deliberate use of publicly available information on political donations to maliciously fabricate and carry out political retaliation while also dividing Taiwanese society. They argue that it is necessary to reconsider the appropriateness of the current system to prevent hostile foreign forces from harming Taiwan's national security. Liu told the public to carefully consider whether or not to go to China as their personal safety and property can be threatened, which Zhang said is an attempt to drag other people down with her. The Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund is helping its ally, St. Lucia, diversify its tourism sector and build a more resilient industry through a community-based development program launched in 2023. The Development Fund issued a press release Thursday stating that the community business revitalization project has officially expanded to its third community, Babono, with an inauguration ceremony held April 29th at the Fond Latisab Creole Park. Officials attending the event included St. Lucia's Deputy Minister for Tourism, Investment, Creative Industries, Culture and Information, Honorable John Paul Estefane, Senate President Alvina Reynolds, and Senator Virginia Albert Poyote, and Taiwan Ambassador Nicole Su. Estefane thanked Taiwan and the Development Fund for their long-term support and expressed hopes of transforming Babono into an international tourism destination through strategic collaboration under the project. Ambassador Su said the initiative promotes a community tourism model that guides visitors beyond traditional resorts into local neighborhoods, allowing them to experience St. Lucia's cultural heritage while boosting small businesses through improved signage systems and retail facilities. International Cooperation and Development Fund Deputy Secretary General Xie Peifen said the project reflects Foreign Minister Lin Jialong's Diplomatic Allies Prosperity Project, emphasizing that sustainable tourism goes beyond infrastructure to include digital marketing and community engagement, helping partner countries build resilient industrial systems. President Lai Ching-te on Thursday presided over the inauguration of a new emergency and critical care building at the Taoyuan Armed Forces General Hospital, expressing hope it will elevate medical standards and benefit both service members and civilians. Located in Longtan District, Taoyuan, the hospital serves as a key regional facility. The new building adds 142 acute care beds and 81 specialized beds, bringing total capacity to 915 and significantly boosting treatment capability for critical and cancer care. Lai thanked the Defense Ministry and military medical authorities for completing the project on schedule, noting the hospital has now been upgraded to a candidate for medical center status. He stressed that with greater capabilities comes greater responsibility. The president outlined 3 expectations, starting with strengthening the role of military medicine in both routine care and wartime readiness, including the timely completion of blood supply infrastructure. Second, he urged continuous improvement in equipment and professional training. He said,
"It's not just the Taoyuan Armed Forces General Hospital. All military hospitals must upgrade our equipment, our instruments, and our professional medical service capabilities, and do so with a clear plan. Since we are hospitals under the Ministry of National Defense, we have national resources to support us. We must not set limits on ourselves. We should do what needs to be done, do it well, and do it better than others."
Finally, Lai reiterated his Healthy Taiwan goal, aiming to reduce cancer and chronic disease mortality rates by 1/3 before 2030. Taiwanese author Kevin Chen visited Bratislava, Slovakia on Tuesday to hold events for the Czech translation of his book, Ghost Town. The event attracted locals from publishing and literary circles, Taiwan studies researchers, and readers, deepening Central European audiences' understanding of Taiwanese culture and society. According to a press release from the Taipei Representative Office in Bratislava, Chen held 2 lectures and signing sessions at the Taiwan Studies Center of Comenius University and Brack Publishing Center. He shared the creative background behind his book, describing how he used family memory, local culture, and the experience of returning home to portray emotional connection and historical memory with Taiwanese township society. Audiences show strong interest in the novel's depiction of family relations, local community, and marginal experiences, with lively discussions and enthusiastic questions throughout both events. Taiwan's representative to Slovakia, Li Nanyang, attended along with Taiwanese overseas community members, working holiday youth, and students. Ghost Town, set in Changhua County, blends local cultural writing, dark humor, and magical realism, and has sold translation rights in multiple languages. The Czech edition was supported by Taiwan's Culture Ministry's grant for the publication of Taiwanese works in translation and is currently touring Czech and Slovak cities throughout May. Premier Zhou Rongtai spoke to the cabinet this Thursday regarding a series of suspected hidden cameras incidents at cosmetic clinics across Taiwan. Airly, a biomedical and cosmetic clinic with branches across Taiwan, was found to have hidden cameras concealed in smoke detectors at several locations, leading Chair Chang Ru-shan and 2 others involved to be detained last Thursday. Dr. Shine, another cosmetic clinic chain, has also come under fire following public reports about cameras installed at multiple locations, leading to a manager and an equipment engineer being detained. In response, Premier Zhou instructed the Interior Ministry, Justice Ministry, and National Police Agency to establish a special task force for further investigation in accordance with the Criminal Code, Personal Data Protection Act, and the Medical Care Act. In addition to strengthen investigations into illegal filming, the task force has been instructed to prevent the dissemination of images and prevent further harm. He also ordered all ministries to conduct a comprehensive investigation of beauty clinics, gyms, hotels, and other venues, emphasizing a zero-tolerance policy for hidden cameras. Thanks for joining me for the news. I'm Phil Laskowski. Stay tuned for another 50 minutes of English language features brought to you by Radio Taiwan International.